That's right, the X-Men are about to make their long-awaited MCU debut this December in Avengers Doomsday. But when did they first appear in the comics? How did this marginalised group of mutants become so popular with the fandom? And how will their appearance in Doomsday affect the film and the future of the MCU? Hi, I'm Mikey Roberts, and in this video I'm going to answer all these questions so you know what to expect from the MCU moving forward. The X-Men were created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. They made their comic book debut in X-Men #1, which was released in September 1963. The idea of prejudice against mutants, which would go on to become standard for future iterations of the franchise, was first introduced in X-Men '98, which was released in November 1964. However, the series was cancelled in 1970 due to low sales, and for a while it seemed that these misunderstood mutants would be forgotten forever. But in 1975, the series was revived under the direction of Chris Claremont, and it went on to become one of Marvel's most successful comic book runs. However, for most people, their first introduction to the X-Men was the iconic animated series, which made its debut on Fox on the 31st of October 1992. The series immediately became a massive hit. It was a Saturday morning ritual for a whole generation. Young audiences immediately resonated with the themes of social prejudice and discrimination, and the show made household names with the likes of Cyclops, Gambit, Jean Grey, and Rogue. The series ended in 1997 after finishing its planned 65-episode run, with the final episode airing on September 20th of that year. Fox gained the movie rights to the characters in 1994 for $2.6 million. The first film in the franchise, X-Men, was released in theaters on July 14, 2000. The film was a big success, grossing $296 million worldwide. The next two sequels, X2 and X-Men The Last Stand, were released in 2003 and 2006 respectively, with both films earning more than their predecessor. Following the success of the trilogy, Fox greenlit a series of sequels and prequels, including X-Men Origins Wolverine, which told the story of Wolverine's childhood and his time with Team X, and X-Men First Class, which focused on the backstories of Professor X and Magneto. Part of what made the franchise, which ran over 2 decades, such a success was the fact that they cast big names in the leading roles, including Halle Berry, Storm, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto, just to name a few. In recent years, the X-Men, although not as prominent as in the Fox era, have popped up in various places. In the season finale of Ms. Marvel, a cut of the iconic theme music from the animated series played when Kamala's friend Bruno mentioned that she had a mutation. The post-credit scene of 2003's The Marvels saw Monica Rambeau meet Kelsey Grammer's version of the Beast when she woke up in the hospital room after being transported to the X-Men universe. 2024 saw the release of 2 X-Men projects, the first of which was X-Men '97, which continued the story of the original animated series. The season was a massive success and earned critical acclaim, with reviewers praising the animation style, nostalgic factor, and its incredible action sequences. The second season is being released later this year. The second project was Deadpool and Wolverine, which saw Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds return to their respective roles. The film was a massive success, grossing over $1.3 billion worldwide. And the X-Men's journey is far from over. As I said in the intro, the mutants are set to appear in this December's Avengers Doomsday. Last year's big chair reveal confirmed the return of the cast from the Fox movies, with one of the trailers being released in front of Avatar Fire and Ash, showing Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart returning as Magneto and Professor X respectively. And next year's Doomsday sequel, Secret Wars, will lead into the Mutant saga. Matt Shakman, who directed last year's Thunderbolts, has been rumoured to direct the first film in the saga. I loved that film, so I was very excited when the news broke. As you can see, the future for our favourite team of mutants is definitely bright. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my coverage of the X-Men's future in the MCU and the second season of X-Men 97. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.